Hey ladies and gentlemen, let's go to math class.
Wow, Miss Clark. Wow. Why are you showing this to kids?
Hey, I'll warn you guys now, if you're going to be inappropriate, I will have supervision down and give all of you a Saturday school for next year. So knock it off.
Okay.
I mean, if you think about it, imagine if it was a bunch of left-leaning kids pretending they're right-wingers. Her response was kinda interesting. Not very inclusive. We look for the school. Parents of the kids at Addison High School in Huntington Beach, California say the video was played to their kids in math class. And I thought the curriculum is what people advocate for, but suddenly, even if they have the right curriculum, they're gonna show them anyway. The kids clearly didn't want to watch this Pride video, so the teacher threatened them with Saturday school to get them to watch it. Bruh. It's like somebody came to me and said, "We gay today, bruh." And that is why I love the internet, because you boot the school, you do a little research, and suddenly you find a teacher, and suddenly it will disappear within a few days as usual.
This gonna get taken off the internet. Quick. Shoot.
So this means there's going to be another school board meeting where nobody gets to talk more than 2 minutes. And I'm like, bruh, we live in such a messed up society. The memes are everywhere. Look at this. Is it a boy or a girl? Well, we will let the kindergarten teacher decide that. Officially, it's not funny, but you need to make it funny to survive. I noticed that my MS, it doesn't trigger me as much if I can troll myself because the horrible things don't hurt me as much. But that doesn't mean we should not take action. Because look at the White House as if this will bring us together, the American people, the left and the right.
You son of a bitch.
It's like Black Friday every day, but for that. And then you find out in 2007, there was almost no clinics, and 2022, it's littered with clinics. And these clinics created this girl that they trans from a man to a woman, but they already removed this, which is a horrible thing. Chloe Cole, most kids really have no interest in Pride and they don't buy into gender ideology. Many of my old friends have told me that they go along with it in order to appear nice. It's dangerous thought because it enables my trans-identifying friends to make terrible decisions, terrible life decisions with no pushback. Since when has it become a horrible thing when you gatekeep specific people that you love? I mean, a lot of people have done that in the past, but not when you were going to do like permanent decisions, right? When you're 12 years old. You want the real serious stuff? I'll let the expert tell you why they care so much about the kids.
Starting in January 1st of 2017, according to the Affordable Care Act. Starting in January 1st of 2017, according to the Affordable Care Act, insurance carriers are mandated to cover medical expenses for trans folks. Some of our BUMC financial folks in October of 2016, started a couple years ago, put down some costs of how much money we think each patient would bring in, and this is only including top surgery. This isn't including any bottom surgery, and it's a lot of money. These surgeries make a lot of money. So female to male chest reconstruction can bring in $40,000. A patient just on routine hormone treatment, who I'm only seeing a few times a year, can bring in several $1,000s. So that requires a lot of visits and labs. It actually makes money for the hospital. Now these I got from the internet, but it's from the Philadelphia Center for Transgender Surgery, which does a lot of surgery for patients. And I just want to give you an idea of how much these bottom surgeries are making. And I think this has to be an underestimate. This is for a vaginoplasty. They're quoting roughly around $20,000 for a vaginoplasty, but that doesn't include your hospital stay. That doesn't include your post-op visits. That doesn't include your anesthesia, your OR. So I would think that this has to be a gross underestimate. I think that's just like the surgeon's piece of it, which Anybody who's ever been in the hospital knows that that's like 10% of it. And then the female to male bottom surgeries, these are huge money makers. Again, I think this has to be an underestimate. If they're quoting around $20,000 for a phalloplasty, there's been different things that I've read that said it could be up to $100,000. Dr. Winokur, who's our surgeon, says that there's entire clinics.
But it's different to me when it leaves permanent damage, when the school is pushing it, thinking they're doing something great, but surprisingly, they are supporting an evil that they think is good. But that's just me. Let me know what you think.